Alicia, before you get started, I do want to disclose that the presenter supported my campaign and allowed me to host an event at her business. So just out of an abundance of caution and to avoid any appearance of impropriety, I'm going to excuse myself from discussion and voting on this matter.
And good evening to City Council, City members, and also everyone that is sitting in the audience with me. My name is Alicia Hurt. I am the founder and executive director for I See My Baby, the Women's Wellness Center. Should we pause or keep going?
You'll be right back.
Okay. I need my time back here, so I'm going to get started. My name is Alicia Hurt. I am the founder and executive director for I See My Baby, a local 501c3 here in Bainbridge, Georgia, located at 719 East Shotwell Street. I am before you today pertaining to the housing assessment plan that was developed for the city, and I am looking to support in advancing housing stability through education and executing the assessment goals. All right, so just to give you a little bit of data, it's always in the numbers in the data. So we, as an organization, empower women and families to birth their babies, their dreams, and true purpose. And so as you can see, we actually start an assessment and ask questions. What is the need? What can we support with? And so our organization has grown. We have provided 15 educational seminars with 300 plus participants. We've served over 3,000 families through our food and events that we hold. We've helped over 38 community members through events, and we've partnered with many organizations here. So it's not just I See My Baby, but there are plenty of organizations that support us and that we work with and partner with to expand our reach. And in 2026, we are looking to increase our education through this very presentation, what we're speaking of, by 30%, and to help to educate on added structures for housing resources and also transitional. We have partnered with an organization here to provide housing for women that are expecting moms. And so that's one of the first of its kind with the approach that we're taking through us helping as an organization and then feeding them through the transitional housing. And I would like to further that we actually unofficially partnered with you to provide an educational workshop this past December at the local library. And we have the support of the local librarian to use the facility as much as possible, as long as it is available. Thank you so much to Steve O'Neill for being there and to support. And we are moving right along. We've already had a virtual seminar to support with housing stability and education with the emphasis on credit. What does that mean? How do you utilize credit? How do you ensure that you're ready to purchase a home or even to rent a home, because that's a part of the qualifying process. And so we just want to be able to build on that and have continued support and expand our partnership to serve more families and to strengthen housing stability. So why are we here? Why is I See My Baby interested in this? Well, let me tell you why. Housing stability is not isolated. It connects to financial stability, employment, mental and emotional wellness, family stability, and of course, education. And so when housing is unstable, what happens? Well, employment suffers, children suffer, health declines, and in my specific line of work, the maternal health, the death, the mortality, it increases. And so with housing, families can thrive, they can build generational wealth, and the city itself will be strengthened. And so if you see on my slide, it's the wellness wheel. And so what we do, it impacts the whole person. And on that you see physical, psychological, professional, personal, spiritual, all of it aligns with the housing as well, to have a balanced, well-rounded citizen here in Bainbridge, Georgia. Now, looking at the city's housing assessment plan, our blueprint, so you see the snapshot, it gives the numbers based on exactly what was in the assessment when it rolled out. I believe it has increased since then. And what does this mean to education? Well, residents need clear information. They need step-by-step guidance. I'm sure for the homeowners sitting before me, you needed support in that process. It wasn't something that you just knew what you were doing. It was very intimidating. And so you want to ensure that you have what you need, which is education. It is key. They will have access to trusted workshops. They'll have a one-stop shop. Where do I go? Do I go and start with the realtor? Do I go start with mortgage company? Do I go just start looking at houses on Zillow? What do I do? What is my first step? The city's housing assessment plan is to support residents in attaining home ownership. Again, some solutions, just to spitfire. The Georgia Dream, people don't know about it. Well, we'll add that into our program. We talked about it during the presentation we did in December, and their eyes lit up. And we received calls afterwards and appointments to really hone in on what does this mean and how you can take advantage of it. Again, down payment assistance, credit preparation, grants that will